All right, what's going on to all fixed blade knife enthusiasts out there? Got another knife to show off. So this is the Work Tough Gear Asset, and I wish that they can make these more available. But the thing is, with Work Tough Gear, what they do is they will crank out a model, and I don't know how many they make, but they pretty much do a run on them. So you have to be on their website at a very specific time to order a model that you particularly like. This is actually the first Work Tough Gear knife that I've ever gotten. I have a few more that I'm going to show off later, but this is what made me really like what they do. So in my opinion, this is actually one of the better designed blades that I have in my collection. It's very well rounded, and I just like to give my little 2 cents on it. So the exact weight on it, unfortunately I'll post in the description down below when I find out more details about it. It does have a 5.5 inch blade. I believe it's 1/8 of an inch thick, but it's definitely very stout. It is made out of SK85 steel, which is a type of high carbon steel. It's kind of like one notch down from 1095 steel, but the thing is, so long as the grind and the heat treat is good on it, then it really doesn't matter. Someone in the comment section is going to get real defensive about it, but the thing is, from what I've used this knife for, it seems to hold up just fine compared to any of the other 1095 steel blades that I have. Anyway, let me do my little 2-cent review. The handle is a real 10 out of 10 in my books. The handle is so incredibly comfortable. Doesn't matter if you have big hands, small hands, medium hands, this knife is going to fit you, or at least the grip is going to fit you. Has a nice G10 texturing, and I'm not sure if the camera's going to pick it up. Those little dots right there are actually little bumps that really help even more with it. But it's not aggressive. It doesn't, it doesn't irritate your fingers. Has a nice type of blue linering right there. And yeah, I think that this grip is a real win. On the back, or where the pommel is, it has a type of impact tool. Nice little lantern hole right there. Going up, you got some jipping up here. Unfortunately, the jipping is too sharp in my opinion. Yeah, this is the best way to look at it. The jipping's, I don't know why. I'm not the biggest fan of jipping, and this is pretty sharp up against my thumb. So someone's going to say, oh, just use gloves. Well, no. See, sometimes I might not be using gloves. But anyway, a lot of Work Tough Gear knives come with a very sharp 90-degree angle on the spine of the knives, or on the spine of their knives. And the idea is that if you have a ferro rod, you can strike with that and get some sparks with it. And it does work, by the way. It's a nice feature to have. Is a real nice 90-degree angle spine. Has kind of a Bowie drop point, almost like a K-bar kind of status point right there. But this is actually my favorite type of tip when it comes to how well a good tip should be when it comes to, I guess, tough tasks. I can't talk right now again. Anyway, the tip is really nice, real stout. It's not very fine, so I know it's not going to break on me if I have to do hard use with it. The overall edge is also very well done. It's actually a lot thicker than what you think it is. So it's not the best slicer, that's for sure. It still comes with an absolute razor edge. And by the way, this is a convex edge. So it has a Scandi grind, or I'm sorry, a saber grind that goes to a convex edge. And someone's going to disagree, but even though convex edges are, in my opinion, the best type of edge you can have, the downside is convex edges are actually just a little bit harder to sharpen. Now, you just got to strop the right way, and you can get a nice edge. But for SK85, for the type of steel that they chose, the way they heat treat and the grind that they put on it, this is an excellent work blade. And then they also put what's called some people call it a blood groove, but I call it a fuller. I'm not sure why they put that there, maybe to shred off a half an ounce or whatever. Me, I can kind of care less. I would have actually rather have it without it, and I'd rather have that grind just a little bit higher, but that's just my opinion. Other than that, this is a very well round off knife. You can use this fixed blade for a lot of different applications. For all you outdoor guys, for all you tactical guys, I think that you're really going to like this. Hopefully, Work Tough Gear sees that their customers really like this. Once again, I will find out who the main guy is that actually designed this, and I will post his information in the description. But other than that, yeah. The sheath that it comes with is also pretty decent, in my opinion. It has this type of what's called a taco-style kydex sheath. This is where it's folded and not pancaked. And it came with this attachment, which I put on there. This type of belt attachment right here almost acts like a dangler system, which is actually my favorite. And so when it's all clipped together, it's actually a really nice way of carrying it. So very nice job on there. And also it came with some other accessories like a sticker, a patch, and some paracord, that kind of other random stuff. But yeah, nice job by Work Tough Gear. I'm very impressed by them, by what they did. It's not even a downside, but when putting this particular knife sheath in, you kind of have to push it in an odd angle, and then it kind of, if you want to push it in like normal, it just doesn't go well. But whatever, you play with it and you figure it out. So just want to do a quick little rundown on this. Again, this is one of my more favorite medium-sized knives that I have in my collection. I'm glad I have it. And hopefully, if you actually like this design, you can pick one up for yourself one day. Just what you have to do is regularly keep track of all of Work Tough Gear's calendars, and you can see what they have coming up. But anyway, for anyone who's actually watched this, thank you for watching.